patient lang. Okay, while waiting for the result of the laboratories, diba? So you need to focus from one patient to the next. It's tapos pagbabalik, you need to shift your focus, no? And then pagbabalik ka sa previous patient, you need to shift your focus. Ganun din pag nag-set up ka ng clinic. Di ba, nag-check up ka ng iba't ibang pasyente. So from one patient to the next, you need to shift your focus. Hindi pwedeng maghalo-halo yung mga details nila. Okay? Ganun din pag nag-rounds ka sa hospital, especially sa public hospitals wards, ang dami-daming pasyente. Okay. So from one patient to the next, you need to shift your focus. Okay, baka masabi mo sa patient na may tani na yung buhay niya, hindi pa naman pala, no? Okay. So dun, that's why again, etong perceptual acuity is a skill in finding specific details. Okay, so parang observation to, no? Okay, skill in gathering specific details about the patient and the patient's illness. And then, pag nag-gather mo na yung specific details, again, papasok dito sa inductive reasoning wherein you are going to make a conclusion. Alright? Okay. Okay, sige. Let's start with hidden figure. So, again, this is more on skill compared sa knowledge. So, that means you need to practice. Okay, you need to practice. And etong hidden figure, para dapat daw meron kayong mga tinatawag na clinical eye. Alright? So parang pag tinignan mo yung isang figure, meron ka na agad na pwedeng masabi, eto kamukha ng given, or eto kamukha ng normal na, say, normal na lungs. Okay, eto, merong abnormality itong lungs na to. Right? So let's start with hidden figure. So ano meron sa hidden figure? It's a figure that is often simple, and ang choices, yun ang given, simple lang. Ang choices, complex figure that contains the given figure in its design. Tapos, meron mga distractions yung choices. So, merong mga added details, added designs, added figures, etc. Okay. So, the correct answer is the figure that contains the identical figure. And it should be of the same size. Okay, pwede rin ang different rotational orientation. So, ikutin mo siya clockwise, counterclockwise, i-move mo up, down, etc. Okay, ano ang bawal? Mirror image. So, bawal ang mirror image. Okay? So, say for example, we have this kind of given. No? Okay, say, kunwari, this is a triangle. Okay, this is a given. And, say for example, sa choice A, okay, say, this is a choice A. Ulit-ulit. Kunwari, this is identical, di ba? And of the same size of the given. Okay, dagdagan natin ang distraction. Yes, you will find this kind of choice sa exam. Okay. So, eto yon, yung sinasabi natin identical and of the same size. So, can choice A be a correct answer? Can choice A be a correct answer? Yes or no? Why yes? Bakit yes? Bakit no? May sumagot ng yes, may sumagot ng no. Mirrored. Okay. Yung sumagot ng yes, bakit? Okay. So, if you rotate this by 180 degrees, anong itsura niya? Di ba ganito na? No? Same na sila ng nasa choice A. Di ba kung naalala niyo sa third rule, pwede ang different rotational orientation. Okay? So, pwede ang different rotational orientation. So, yun rin yung kanyang hierarchy. So, that means choice A can be a correct answer. Okay, nangyayari lang naman na pareho yung 180 degrees and the mirror image if the given is symmetrical. Okay? If this is symmetrical, so pareho yung, sabi ito? Yung horizontally symmetrical. Okay, pero pag hindi naman, Hindi naman siya nangyayari. Ganun din yung vertical, ano? Basta symmetrical siya. So, yung 180 niya kapareho ng mirrored. So, pwede pa rin siya ito. Okay. So, let's have an example. Okay. Example number 1. Now, let's jump to tip number 1 first. Ano ang sabi ng tip number 1? Focus on one specific detail that is easy to find or track. Now, let's go back to example number 1. Ano yung specific detail nitong given, nitong given that we can easily find or track among the choices? Okay, so for me, it is the angle. Diba? Anong klaseng angle meron yung given? Tatlo na pagpipilian natin. We have obtuse, acute, and right angle. So, anong klaseng angle yon? That is acute. So, okay, very good. That is acute. So, that means we can now eliminate yung mga non-acute. Okay, so this one is obtuse. This one is right angle. So, wala nang ibang option for choice B. So, we eliminate choice B. And choice C, this is also, these all are right angle. So, we eliminate choice C. For choice D, so this is right. Okay, this is right angle. This is obtuse. So, mali itong mga nasa left side. And for choice E, this is right, this is right. So, choice A is wrong. So, ang possible na lang si A or D. Again, yung elimination method is very helpful sa ganitong klase ng exam. Alright. Now, in terms of size of the acute angle, sino ang pwede na natin ma-eliminate? Yung nasa upper left, this is smaller yung angle niya. Yung nasa upper acute angle ng D, that's also smaller. So that leaves us with eto sa choice A and eto sa choice D. So which one is a better answer in terms of size? Is it A or D? Etong choice A or etong choice D? Yes, it is choice D. Okay, so the answer is letter D. Okay, so, sige. So by checking that specific detail, actually, we were able to eliminate B, C, and E right away. Okay. So actually, yung tip number 1, that's very helpful. So babalikan natin yun later. Okay? Sige, question guys. Now let's go to example number 2. Okay, so ating example na ang simple lang ng given, di ba? Ang given ay parang letter K na merong, sige, parang mukha siyang letter K. So 3 lines, no? And then yung choices, ang daming distractions. However, I can still consider this as an easy question. For the reason that the distractions are very much different than the given figure. Di ba? Ang given ay 3 lines that forms like a letter K. Tapos, yung mga choices, ang distractions ay you have circle, star, square, rectangle, triangle. Ano yung sagot dito? Sige nga. Mm, okay. Yes. Tama naman yung mga sagot nyo. May konti lang na naligaw. Mm. Yung asan. Take note bawal ang mirrored. Okay. So, ang sagot dito is letter D. Okay, this one. Okay, and that is the answer. Okay, so the answer is letter D. Merong naligaw sa A. Ito ba yun yung A? Tinitingnan mo. Ah, ah, hindi siya pwede, no? Kasi hindi naman equal yung height ito. And also, that's mirrored. If ever man equal sila, that's mirrored of the given. Hmm. Okay, sige. Let's move to the next item. Okay. So, eto, again, tip number 1, focus on one specific detail that is easy to find or example number 1, focus will eliminate E and E. Okay. Sige. O dito, ano yung specific detail? O, I think wala naman ng iba pa, kundi yung parang spiral na to, no? Okay, ito yung parang spiral. Mhm. Now, hanapin natin. So pag nag-evaluate din tayo, at first, kahit hanapin lang muna natin yung mga identical. Like for choice A, this is identical with the given. Take note tayo, hindi pa natin tinitingnan yung size. For choice B, ito yung kamukha lang din. And for choice C, I don't see any identical figure uh, with choice C. So we eliminate choice C. And for choice D, this one. And for choice E, this one. Alright. So sino yung mga obvious na mali? Hmm. Okay. Si choice A, no? Etong part na to ay longer than the given. So we eliminate choice E, choice A. And eto rin, wider than the given. So we eliminate choice B. So that leaves us with D and E. Okay. So paano natin siya i-check? Okay, kung titingnan natin yung given, di ba yung line, yung binilugan ko sa given, yung line is longer than the space above that line. Kay choice D, the line is longer than the space above that line. And for choice E, if we are going to disregard the line sa taas, di ba kasi meron siyang dalawang lines, no? Pwede natin i-disregard yung nasa taas. Yun nga lang, equal yung length ng line sa taas and ng line sa baba. So even if we disregard the line above, hindi pa rin siya pwede. Kasi nga dapat mas mahaba yung linya sa baba compared sa space sa taas niya. That's why choice A is wrong. And the answer is letter D. Right? Very good. Okay. Next. Sige, take a screenshot pala. Okay, next. Tip number 2. Measure parts of the figure and compare the measurement to the corresponding part in the choices. Okay. Sige. Now, ano ba ang pwede nyo ipang measure? Wala pala ako ditong mga mga pang-example. Kasi nasa kabila. Sige, ito na lang. Okay, gutay. Alright. So sabi dito, measure parts of the figure and compare the measurement to the corresponding parts in the choices. Now, paano ba tayo mag-measure? Nung nag-take ako ng NMAT before, na observe ko, yung mga kasabayan ko mag-take ng exam, they use the tip of their pencil. O talagang tumitingin ako sa mga katabi. Wala pala akong pencil dito. Okay, wala yung yung pencil dito. Anyway, dinidikit nila, halimbawa, kunwari, ito yung tip ng pencil. Dinidikit nila sa given and then dinidikit nila sa choices. Now, ang kagandahan dito is you can easily measure the figure. Okay? But the problem is, pag nag-slide yung fingernail nyo, pag nag-slide yung fingernail, malaking change agad siya sa size kasi nga maliit lang yung size ng mga figures. Okay. So what I did is I used the uh, edge of the scratch paper. Di ba, kunwari, this is the scratch paper. Di ba straight yung edge? So, dinikit ko yung uh, scratch paper, yung edge niya sa given, and then I mark it with my pencil kung gaano kahaba. Then saka ko dinikit sa choices. Yes. Paano naman pag online? Okay. Now, pwede nyo gamitin yung eraser. Okay. Di ba yung eraser, kunwari, this is the eraser, di ba flat yung back, straight yung edge? So you can use the edge as your improvised ruler. Then mark it with your marker kung gaano kahaba. Now, before you do that, ask permission from your proctor first because based on the feedback of our students, merong mga proctor na pumapayag, merong hindi. So hopefully luck is on your side, no? Na pumayag yung proctor nyo sa mga improvised na gagawin nyo. Alright? So yun, you can use your eraser. And again, before you measure it, you eliminate obvious wrong choices. O, tingnan natin tong mga figures. Oops. Okay, so eto, again, mag-start tayo sa mga identical. So that is identical for choice A. This is identical for choice B. Eto na yung best ni C. And eto yung best ni D. And eto kay choice E. Alright. So anong klaseng, ano ba yung mga sizes ng given? O yung given, di ba parang dalawang triangle sila? Okay, baliktaran. Tapos anong klaseng triangle yun? O mukha siyang isosceles. O pag sinabi nating isosceles, equal yung length ng dalawa, yung third ay hindi. Pero kung titingnan natin, no? Yung length ng third, pangit nga yung drawing ko eh. Ulitin. Okay. Yung length ng third kasi ay almost equal sa length ng first, ng other sides. Okay? Parang actually kung titingnan mo, malapit na siya maging equilateral. Therefore, sino yung mga pwede na nating eliminate sa choices? First, let's start with letter E. Ito ay smaller than the given, correct? Oh, yes, I agree. It is letter A. Isosceles siya, pero pahaba. Okay, that's why we eliminate choice A. And also letter B. Correct. Pahaba din yung isosceles niya. That's why we eliminate choice B. Okay. Oh, that leaves us with C and D. So which one is the better answer between C and D? Oh, eto daw pag mineasure natin, eto yung length niya. And eto yung length ni choice C. O, di ba? Sakto ba siya? Mhm. Okay, at eto yung kay choice D. Sakto ba si choice D? O, sakto ba si choice D? O, the answer is no. O, eto yung length niya, may sobrang liit na pinagkaiba sa size. That's why the answer here is letter C. Okay, not choice D. Again, eliminate the obvious wrong choices first, saka tayo mag-measure. Pero before tayo mag-measure, ask permission from your proctor first. So, di ba kung naalala nyo, bago mag-start yung exam, okay, meron muna orientation with the proctor. So, mag-fill out kayo ng form online, tapos mag-picture sa inyo yung proctor. So, dun pa lang, tanong mo na sa proctor yung mga gusto mong itanong, yung mga gusto mong ipaalam. Right? Okay. Next. Panaro din yung choice D. Mm, yung nasa lower part? Mm. Okay. Mas maliit nga siya, no? Okay. So yun, that's why choice C is the answer. Okay, next. Oh, example number 3. Now, there are some cases naman din that you need to check first the choices before you evaluate the given. Say for example, anong observation natin sa choices? You have hexagons, and then you have circles and ovals. So, balik tayo sa given. O etong straight line na to, ano yung pwede nating i-assume? Saan natin siya makikita sa choices? Hmm. O yung straight line na yon. So pwede nating i-assume na ito ay nasa edge ng mga hexagons. O, tapos meron kang ovals na naputol, ba? Na naputol. Tapos eto rin. O, asan to sa choices? O, hanapin natin yung mga identical. O, for choice E, this is identical with the given. O, meron pa bang iba? If I rotate this by 180 degrees, parang ganito na siya, no? Alright, parang ganyan. Meron bang kamukha sa given? Yes, choice B is identical. Ganun din si choice C, and ganun din si choice D, and choice E. Si choice A, obvious na mirror. So, eliminate choice A. So, sino pa ang pwedeng ma-eliminate? Yung choice C, sobrang dikit nila, no? And then si choice D, yung base nila ay sobrang layo. And si choice E, equal yung height nito. Yung choice E. Parang, almost equal yung height. Di ba yung given, medyo malayo yung height ng two ovals. So that's why we eliminate choice E. And the answer is choice B. Very good. Okay. Sige. Next, example number 4. Alright, sige. I'll give you 1 minute and 20 seconds to evaluate example number 4. And let me know your answer. Your time starts now. Alright, 50 seconds. Meron naman ako sumagot. BA. Eliminate BCD. Choice D. Last 10 seconds. Alright, sige, time's up. Okay, so iba-iba yung sagot, ano? Ang hindi lang pinili si choice A, si choice E. Kawawa naman si choice E. Alright, so let's call this labeling. Tawagin natin siyang labeling. Dapat daw may label. No, wag kayong papayag na walang label. Okay. So di ba naalala niyo sa inductive, parang sabi ko doon, mas madaling mag-evaluate ng mga figures if you associate it with an actual object. So like for example, we have a house. Okay, and then di ba sa house we have a say roof. Okay, so let's assume na ito ay bahay. So you have a roof and you say you have a garage. And na-imagine nyo ba? And you have a living room. Okay. So say this is the garage part. Para ka may pinto ng garage doon. Tapos, this is the living room part. Okay. Oh, pwede ba? May sumagot ng A. Pwede ba si choice A? Ito ba yun? Pwede ba si choice A? The answer is no. Bakit no? Masyadong mataas yung living room. Yes. So masyadong mataas yung living room, no? Naka-high ceiling si choice A. So mali si choice A. Meron din sumagot ng choice B. Eto ba yung kay choice B? O pwede ba si choice B? Ye- yung living room masyadong malapad. It's too wide. Okay? And by the way, si choice E, walang sumagot kay choice E. Si choice E ay kamukha ni choice A. So yun din ang problem kay choice E. Yung living room niya ay masyadong mataas. Naka-high ceiling din. That's why choice E is wrong. Okay. So, ang dami sumagot ng choice E. Tama ba eto ba yung kay choice E? O pwede ba si choice E? Is it the best answer? O pwede ba si choice E? Yes, mahaba yung roof. Extended papunta sa likod. Di ba? Mahaba siya. That's why choice E is wrong. So by virtue of elimination, choice D is the answer. Okay? Choice D is the answer. All right, question. O labeling, may Gito. Asan kay choice D? Eto. Actually, etong example na to is a good example for hidden figure. Kasi yung given figure, ay nakatago talaga sa mga distractions. Ang hirap. It's okay. Medyo mahirap talaga yung example number 4. But hindi naman lahat ng questions ay mahirap. Meron naman mga easy questions, no? Okay. Pero di ba, pag sanay tayong sumagot ng mahirap, so ibig sabihin, hindi nila tayo dapat mahihirapan sa mga difficult questions. Alright? And also, yung mga easy questions, dapat mani-mani na lang sa atin. Okay? Kaya, yes, very helpful talaga ang elimination method. Okay? Kasi nga, kung naalala nyo, di ba, sabi ko sa inyo, mas madaling hanapin yung mali. Okay. Mas madaling maghanap ng mali kaysa sa tama. Alright? So, yun, use that as your advantage in taking the exam. Okay? Sige, next. Wag na mag-second guess. Sa natira, yep. Kasi nga, sure ka na mali yung mga na-eliminate mo eh. Okay, so that means kung yung hindi mo pa na-eliminate, kung isa na lang yung natira na hindi mo pa na-eliminate, pick that as your answer. Alright? Sige. Next. Again, syempre hindi naman lahat ng uh, questions mahirap. So, etong example number 5, madali lang. But you should be able to answer this in 20 to 25 seconds. Ganun dapat kabilis. Ano yung sagot dito? Okay, may nakita na agad ang sumagot, no? Just a few seconds. Very good. Ang daming mga sumagot. And lahat naman tama. So, asan siya? Eto kay choice B. Ilang sides meron lahat yung given? Sige nga. Ilang sides lahat yung given? Okay, correct, no? The 6 sides. So, madalas hindi napapansin ng mga estudyante etong part na to. So, merong maliit na side doon. Okay? Sige, next. A question pala for hidden figure. Before we proceed to mirror image. Wala? Okay, sige. Next is mirror image. Take note hindi na tayo hidden figure, mirror image na. So that means ang hinahanap natin ay mirrored nung given. Alright, so a given is a figure that can be simple or complex, and the choices, figure similar to the given but with few parts different. Okay, so the correct answer is the figure that contains identical figure but flipped horizontally. Okay, or naka-mirror image. The figures should be of the same size. And choices that are not flipped or not mirrored are incorrect. Okay? Take note, kailangan naka-mirrored siya. So madalas pag gumagawa ng exam for mirror image, parang sa Photoshop, i-flip lang horizontally yung figure. Tapos mag-a-adjust ng size. Kunwari, iiklaan ng konti yung line or i-bend ng konti yung line, etc. So, kaya medyo mahirap din yung mirror image. Pero believe me, it's easier than hidden figure. Okay? Uh, example. Example number 1. Now, let's jump to tip number 1 first. Ano sabi ng tip number 1? Focus on one detail that is easy to compare and eliminate choices. Balik tayo sa example number 1. So, ano yung specific detail ng given that we can easily compare and eliminate choices? For me, it is the vertical line. Diba? The vertical line. O pag kinumpare natin yung vertical line na yan, sino yung mga pwede mo nang ma-eliminate? Yes, choice B. Ay, sorry, binilugan ko. It is choice B. Bakit? Umabot sa edge. Dapat nasa middle lang. Si choice C, broken line. O sino pa? Yes, si choice D, walang line sa taas. So that leaves us with A and E. Okay, pag dalawa na lang yung natitira, compare them. Alright, compare them. Ano pinagkaiba nung dalawang natirang choices? O, etong nasa middle part. Yung nag-cross na dalawang lines na yon. So, sino ngayon ang tamang sagot, which is mirrored of the given? Yes, it is choice A. Very good. It is choice A. Choice E ay mali. Paano naging mali si choice E? Siya ay nag-mirrored vertical. Bawal nga ang mirrored vertical. Ang pwede lang ay horizontal mirrored. Alright? That's why the answer is letter A. Imagine niyo na lang, nag-flip siya horizontally. Okay? So, ganun yun. So, use your imagination, guys. Next. Number 2. Let's jump to tip number 2. Ano sinasabi sa tip number 2? Divide into regions that you can focus on. Alright. Balik tayo kay example number 2. I-divide natin into regions that we can focus on. Ba yung iba nagde-divide, may ibang students na nagde-divide using strips. Okay, it's either vertical strips or horizontal strips. Ako, I divide using quadrants, no? Using quadrants. Like, I divide it into 4 quadrants. So, first, second, third, fourth. Saan ito nanggaling? O parang ito yung sa Cartesian coordinate, di ba? Meron kang first quadrant that's from 0 to 90. Tapos second quadrant, 90 to 180. And so on and so forth. Bakit it is advisable daw divide into smaller regions? Kasi di ba, pag tinitingnan mo yung sige po, balikan natin sa tip number 1. Hindi, madadaanan din natin yon. Don't worry. Okay. So pag plinip mo, ito na yung first quadrant, ito na yung second, ito na yung third, ito na yung fourth. Okay? So, now, bakit nga pala advisable to divide it into quadrants? Ganito, kasi di ba pag sobrang laki ng tinitingnan natin, ang hirap nating makita yung mga details. Parang for example, di ba, kunwari sa room mo, sa makalat mong kwarto, may hinahanap kang bagay. Okay? Di ba pagkapasok mo ng pinto tapos tinitingnan mo, ini-scan mo yung buong room, mahirap makita yung hinahanap mo. That's why you need to divide it into separate parts. O first, you look sa table mo. Punta ka sa table, check mo kung nandun yung hinahanap mo. O kung wala, say, punta ka sa cabinet. O sa cabinet mo, sobrang lawak din nun, di ba? Okay, check mo part by part. Okay. That's why it is advisable to divide it into smaller regions. Okay, para mas makakapag-focus tayo sa part by part. Okay? Ganun din, parang pag if you are resolving a problem, di ba? Pagka ang dami nating iniisip, mahirap mag-resolve ng mga problems. Unlike if we resolve them one by one, mas madali yon. Okay, sige, balik tayo dito sa example number 2. Sino yung mga mali? Okay, si choice A daw mali. Bakit mali si choice A? Anong quadrant number? A, B, E. Yes, quadrant number 2, di ba? Yung square naging smaller. Bakit mali si choice B? Quadrant number 4, si choice B, yes, naging rectangle yung square. So that is quadrant number 3, di ba? That's quadrant number 3. Kasi nga, minirrored na natin. Nakapag-mirror na tayo. That's the quadrant number 3. O, bakit mali din si choice C? Ayun yung mga nakita kong sagot nyo na mali. Quadrant number? Is it 2? Yes, it is quadrant number 1. Okay. Kaya itong circle, nag-move siya towards the middle. So it's quadrant number 1. Okay, that's why it's wrong. Okay. Sino pa yung mali? It is choice E. O bakit mali si choice E? Anong quadrant number? Yes, 4. Okay. Ito dapat yung magkadikit. Hindi etong sign na to. That's why choice E is wrong. So by virtue of elimination, the answer is choice D. Alright? Anong napansin niyo sa mga mali? Anong napansin niyo sa mga mali? At lumaki yung size, nagbago yung size, yes, lumaki or lumiit. What else? Yung distance, may mga nag-move. Ano pa? Ano pa yung mali sa example number? Ano pa yung napansin niyo sa mga mali sa example number 2? Yung locations ng mali, di ba? Ang napansin nyo, magkakaiba ng quadrants. Like for example, choice A is quadrant 2, B is 3, C is 1, and E is 4. Okay, so ano is madalas, guys? Madalas magkakaiba yung locations ng mali sa choices. So that, pero hindi naman sa lahat ng oras, no? There are times na may nauulit, pero most of the time, magkakaiba yung locations ng mali nila. So that means, pag in-evaluate mo si choice A, you found out na, mali si quadrant 2. That means, pagdating kay choice B, your last priority is quadrant 2. You start with the other 3 quadrants. O you found out for choice B na mali si si quadrant si quadrant 3. O pagdating kay choice C, your last priority is quadrant 2 and 3. You start with 1 or 4. O you found out na mali si quadrant 1. And then pagdating kay D and E, you start with quadrant 4. It will save you a lot of time. Okay? Madalas magkakaiba. Pero may few times na nauulit. Alright? Pero yun, check mo muna per quadrant. Okay, next. What if hindi ka inallow ng proctor to write on your screen? I-compare mo sila quadrant by quadrant. For example, yung upper right ng given, you compare that with the upper left of the choices. Yung upper left ng given, you compare that with the upper right of the choices. So again, we still divide it mentally into quadrants. No? We still divide it into quadrants. Yun nga lang, hindi mo susulatan yung screen. So medyo mas mahirap lang. Pag nag-practice kayo, never write on your questionnaires. Okay? Never write on your screen. Kasi ang gusto nating mangyari is masanay kayo na mata lang yung gagamitin nyo. Kasi what if hindi kayo inallow ng proctor to write on your screen? Ba? Mas mahirapan kayo kasi sanay kayo na sinusulatan. Alright? Sige. Next. Tip number 1. Focus on one detail that is easy to compare and eliminate choices. That's what we did dun sa example number 1. We focus on the vertical line. Okay, we focus on the vertical line. We were able to eliminate B, C, and D. Alright? Sige. Now let's go to tip number 1. Ayun nga lang, yung example for tip number 1 is a hidden figure. Alright? This is for hidden figure. May nagkamali lang ng paste ng example, pero since nandito na to, sagutan na natin. So this is for hidden figure. Again, for hidden figure siya. Hindi mirror image. Hanapin daw natin yung kamukha ng given. Alright? Sige, I'll give you 1 minute and 10 seconds to evaluate this and let me know your answer. Okay. Di ba kung mapapansin mo kasi, halos magkamukha yung tip number 1 ng mirror image and hidden figure. Di ba? Anong sabi din sa hidden figure? Focus on one specific detail that you can easily find or track. O, ano yung specific detail ng given that you can easily find or track among the choices? Sige, I'll give you 1 minute and 10 seconds to evaluate this. Your 1 minute and 10 seconds starts now. So, 1 minute and 10 seconds na. Ano yung sagot nyo? Choice A? Meron pa ba ibang sagot aside from choice A? Sabi natin, focus on one specific detail. Saan kayo nag-focus? Sa ako, choice B? Sige, choice E. Tingnan natin. Ako nag-focus ako dito sa box na to. Alright? Hindi siya matawag na rectangle kasi kulang ng isang side. So pag nakita mo yung box, then check kung meron siyang katabing side. Parang yung sa dala ng mga mga death hollows, no? Mga death reaper pala, sorry. So, di ba meron silang dalang site? Yun. Kung mag-start ka sa site, pwede rin naman, no? Pero ako para sa akin, mas madali yung box. Kung mas madali yung sa'yo yung site, then do that. Okay. Oh. Hanapin natin, no? For choice A, meron siyang box. Then pag nakita mo yung box, tingnan mo kung meron siyang katabing site. Can this be a correct answer? Etong nasa upper left ni A. Can that be a correct answer? Yes, the answer is no. Kasi siya ay mirror, di ba? If we rotate the given by 90 degrees clockwise, eto yung itsura niya. Kunwari maganda yung drawing ko. That is mirrored of the given, yung nasa upper left. How about yung ibang box? So eto is also a box, pero yung side niya ay hindi close. Dun pa lang, mali na kaagad. Eto rin yung box at yung site niya ay hindi close. So we eliminate that. Meron pa bang ibang box for A? Wala na. So we eliminate choice A. For choice B, eto yung box. Walang mirror na katabi. I mean, walang side pala, sorry. And then eto yung isa pang box. Wala ding side na katabi. Meron pa bang ibang box for choice B? Wala na. Ano? So we eliminate choice B. For choice C, eto yung box. Yun nga lang yung site niya hindi rin close, no? Okay, so mali. Ito yung isa pang box, yung site niya rin ay hindi rin close, so mali din. Okay, ito yung isa pang box pero walang site nakatabi, so we eliminate this one. Meron pa bang ibang box for C? Wala na, so we eliminate choice C. Okay, for choice D, ito yung site at walang or hindi close yung back, I'm sorry, yun yung box, hindi close yung site, so mali yun. Ito yung box, walang site nakatabi, so we eliminate this. Ito rin yung isa pang box, so mali din to. Okay, ito pa yung isa pang box, wala din siyang site nakatabi, so we eliminate that. Meron pa bang ibang box for D? Wala na. So by virtue of elimination, your answer should be choice E. Asan ba siya kay choice E? Eto. Okay, that's why choice E is the answer. Di ba? Sobrang importante ng tip number 1 for hidden figure. Okay? So we start with that specific detail. Okay? Question? Wala. Okay. Now let's go to tip number 2. So this is, now let's go back to mirror image. So mirror image na to. Oh, divide the figure into regions that we can focus on. So that's what we did dun sa example number 2. So tingnan natin dito. Gagawin ulit natin. Kunwari magaling ako mag-divide. Okay, so this is quadrant 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we flip that or we mirror that, so this is now quadrant 1, 2, 3, and 4. So ano yung mga mali? O, sino yung mga mali? O, choice E, yes. Anong quadrant? Quadrant number 1. Okay, merong extra line. Okay, o, mali si choice E. Sino pa? O, si choice B, hindi nag-mirror yung bottom part. So yung quadrant 3 and 4, hindi siya nag-mirror. Si choice C, anong quadrant kay choice C? Quadrant number 3. Okay, dapat ganito yung itsura nito, no? Okay, pag ganun dapat. So it's quadrant number 3. Okay, sino pa? Between A and D. It is quadrant or quadrant choice. Okay, yes, choice D. Anong quadrant kay choice D? It is quadrant number 2. Okay. Etong part na to, umikli siya. Okay. That's why choice D is wrong. And the answer is letter A, the last man standing, no? Okay. So the answer is letter A. Kung mapapansin nyo, magkakaiba din yung mali. Magkaiba yung locations niya na quadrants. Okay, next. Use an object with straight edge to cover the figures and slowly move the cover to slowly reveal details little by little. Okay. Ano yung pwede nyo ipang cover? Kasi kami sa face-to-face, I use the edge of the scratch paper. O dito, you can also use your eraser na pang-cover. So, anong sinasabi doon? O, maglagay ka daw ng cover. Okay, tapos you move the cover little by little. Tapos may makikita ka, pag may nakakita ka na ng details, check mo, may naiba ba? So this is 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So this is 1, 2, 3, 1. Anong sabi ng given? 1, 2. So mali si choice D and E. And then you move the cover again. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pare-pareho sa ABC. Yun na lang tinitingnan ko. So this is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Anong sabi ng given? Should be 1, 2, 3. So mali si choice A, mali si choice C. Okay? And the answer is letter B. Okay. Again, ano yung pwede nyo ipang cover? It is your eraser. Now, kung naalala nyo, ano yung orientation ng mga choices? Horizontal ba or vertical? Kung naalala nyo dun sa online tips, it is vertical. So that means yung cover mo should also be vertical. Okay? And then, imumove mo siya left to right or right to left. Okay? So, kung ano yung mas madali for you. Okay? Tapos, pag may nakita kang iba, then check with the given. Okay? Kaya hindi ko kinover yung given kasi nga sa actual NMAT, di mo rin siya makakover. Alright? So, the answer here is letter B. Okay, what if hindi ka pinayagan gamitin yung eraser to cover the figures? Or you check the details part by part. For example, ganito, no? Kunwari ganito, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1. So sabi ng given 1, 2, so you eliminate choice D and E. So ganun din naman, ano? You evaluate it part by part. Yun nga lang, pag madami na siyang details, mahirap or it's very consuming if we are going to check that part by part. Okay, mas madali syempre yung hidden figure. Ay, hidden figure ito rin. But yung cover method. No? Mas madali yung cover method. Okay. Pero pagka konti lang yung details, walang problema. Pero again, pagka nag-practice kayo, just use your eyes. Okay, so the answer here is letter B. Next. Example number 3. Anong gagamitin natin dito? It is the tip number 2. We divide it into regions. Okay. This is region 1 or 2, 3, 4. This 1, 2, 3, 4. So, sino yung mga mali sa choices? Okay, so it's choice A dahil sa quadrant number 2. Alright, nagdikit yung kanilang edge. Diba sa given, hindi naman dapat dikit yon. That's why choice A is wrong. Alin pa? Yes, choice B. Yung quadrant number 3 ng given, naka-diagonal yung hat ng screw. Dito, sa choice B, dapat diagonal din siya, hindi horizontal. Pero ibang direksyon na lang yung diagonal. That's why quadrant 3 is wrong. Alin pa? Yung mali. Si choice E. Kay quadrant number 2. Yes, quadrant number 2. Di ba yung sa given, naka-vertical yung hati niya ng screw? Dito, pag nag-flip ka horizontally, it should still be vertical. Okay, that's why choice E is wrong. Okay, so si choice C is also wrong. Bakit? Sa quadrant number 3, yung edges nila nagdikit. Sa given, di ba, hindi naman magdidikit? Okay. That's why the answer is letter D, by virtue of elimination. Okay, kung napansin nyo, naulit yung number 2, yung quadrant 2, naulit yun yung quadrant 3. Kaya nga sinasabi ko, madalas magkakaiba. Pero hindi naman sa lahat ng oras. Now, if you are OC, kung OC ka, di ba, si choice D dapat mali din. Ano yung mali kay choice D? Etong nasa left side na to, nag-move siya palabas. Kaya nga lumaki yung distance nitong dalawang to. And ganun din dito sa baba, no? Lumaki yung distance na yon. Now, so choice D should also be wrong. Pero kasi, di ba sabi ko, laging merong nakaregister as correct answer sa system nila. Therefore, even if choice D is not correct, you pick choice D as the best answer. Kasi nga lagi may nakaregister na correct answer. So, we still pick choice D as the best answer. So, we answer it choice D. Okay? So, yun. Kasi nga yung mga sa ibang choices, obvious yung mali nila. Si choice D lang ang hindi masyado. No? That's why we still pick choice D. So, you might encounter, no? Na walang tamang sagot, still pick the best answer. Okay, next. Example number 4. Okay, so for example number 4, eto medyo madali lang. Sino yung mga mali? Si choice A is wrong kasi meron ka ditong longganisa. Wala namang longganisa yung given, di ba? Si choice B is also wrong kasi hindi nag-mirror tong part na to. Okay, yes. Si choice D is also wrong. Okay. Yung triangle hindi nag-mirror tapos eto nagbago yung design. And si choice E, okay. So obvious yung choice E. And the answer is letter C. Very good. Okay, next. Example number 5. Okay. Unang tingin sa mga choices ng example number 5. Meron ka na agad dapat na ma-eliminate. Asan yun? Sino yung mga ma-eliminate agad? Yes, it's choice A and B. Very good. Ito hindi nag-mirror. Ito din hindi nag-mirror. Meron pa ba? Aside from A and B? Na obvious na mali? Yes, so letter C. This one. Di ba? Pag nag-mirror siya, dapat yung hati niya sa gitna, dapat nasa kabilang direction. O, kung pag dalawa na natira, we compare them. Ano mo obvious na pinagkaiba ni D and E? Etong nasa lower part. At sino yung mali? It is letter E. Okay. So the answer is letter D. Okay. O, di ba? Hindi naman lahat ng questions ay mahirap. Alright. Okay, question for mirror image. Before we move to identical information. Wala? Okay, sige. Let's go to identical information. Alright, so ang given ay textual information. Okay? Text, ang choices, text similar to the given with some characters change. O, may iba daw na pinapalitan na characters. Note, the correct answer is the text that is identical to the given. Okay, it should take note, it should be identical. And all characters, including punctuation mark, must be identical. Ay, sige po, sorry. Ito yung tip number 1 sa mirror image. Ito yung tip. Mali lang yung example. Alright? Mali lang yung example. Pero yan yung tip mismo for tip number 1. Alright? Sige. Magkamukha lang kasi yung tip number 1 ng mirror image and ano yan? Hidden figure. Halos magkamukha. Okay. So yun yung tip number 1 for mirror image. Okay na po. Okay. Alright, so yun. Okay, ang text is similar to the given with some characters change. So ano yung madalas pinapalit? The correct answer is the text that is identical to the given and all characters including punctuation marks must be identical. Words must follow the same format as the given, like abbreviations. Dapat kung abbreviated yung given, abbreviated din yung nasa choices. And if concatenated, dapat concatenated din. Ano ibig sabihin na concatenated? So, yung mga ganun, no? Yung mga two words na madalas pinagsasama pero hindi naman dapat. So, that is concatenations. Alright? Now, ano yung mga madalas pinapalitan? First are the punctuation marks. Like yung period, comma, madalas pinagpapalit sila. Colon, semicolon, apostrophe, and quotations. Yung L, I, and exclamation. Yung spelling, madalas pinapalitan din. Very prominent yung mga ano, or madalas yung mga nauulit na letters, binabawasan. For example, meron ba tayong nauulit ito? Okay. Abbreviations. So instead of double B, magiging single B na lang. Meron pa dito aside from abbreviations. Wala na ba? Wala. Correct. Parang ganon. Double R, magiging single R na lang. Tapos may mga iba naman na gagawing double yung letter. For example, similar, gagawing dalawang letter M. Okay? So yun, yun yung mga madalas pinapalitan. Or minsan mismo yung spelling. Pinapalitan yung buong spelling. Pero if you read the words, it sounds the same as the correct one. Okay. So dito daw sa identical information, we do not read the words, but we read the characters. Okay? Kasi yung utak natin, di ba fully developed na tayo? So parang pag yung mga misspelled words, kayang basahin ng utak natin na walang kahirap-hirap. Di ba? So, ang problem kasi doon, pag binasa natin yung words, baka mag-register siya as correct sa utak natin. So, hindi natin mapansin na misspelled siya. Alright? So, yun, check the characters always. Okay, sige, example. Ano yung mali dito? Ano yung mga mali sa choices? Letter C, yes, it is DJ. It should be JB. Letter A dahil Okay, William. Dapat plural daw si William. Okay. Si E dahil 1994. Okay. Should be 1974. O si letter B because of, okay, semicolon. It should be colon. That's why the answer is letter D. Very good. Next, example number 2. Anong mali for example number 2? A, nagkabaliktad yung dissolve and dioxide. E, because of past tense dapat dissolved. Okay? O B, because of comma after carbonic acid. Dalawa na lang. O D, because of plural na form. It should be singular na forms. That's why the answer is letter C. Okay, very good, no? Di ba? Ang dali ng identical information. So, paano ba natin ito i-evaluate? Do we compare each of the choices with a given information? No, that's very time-consuming. Di ba kung napapansin nyo, lahat ng choices, they were presented in a similar manner. Okay? So, pinisend sila ng halos magkakapare-pareho. So, just compare them, no? Okay. And also, pwede rin magbago yung number of lines. For example, ang given ay, say, 3-liner, tapos ang choices ay 2 lines or 4 lines, pwede pa naman yon as long as the characters are all the same. Okay? Sige. Now, eto madali lang. Kasi one sentence lang yung given. What if pag meron ka ng 2 or 3 or 4 sentences? Ang dami ng informations. Okay, so ano yung pwede natin gawin? Okay, tip number 1. Compare the last letters of each line in the choices for differences in characters or length. O check daw natin yung mga okay. Sige. O check daw natin yung mga nasa last letters, no? Maglalagay ako dito ng straight line. Okay. Tapos, i-move ko to sa papunta sa left. Nawawala siya. Bakit kaya? Magsusulat ulit ako ng straight na siya, no? Ayun. Pwede siguro yan. Okay, so let's move this to the left. Yung source ba ay pantay-pantay? Mukha naman siyang pantay-pantay, no? Yung S. Meron nang naunang umabot sa linya ko, yung letter E. The rest hindi pa. Bakit? Anong mali sa letter E? Pagka humaba yung length ng line, baka merong nadagdag na characters. Yes, yung letter S sa products, nadagdagan siya, no? Next. Si letter A, umabot na rin yung S sa linya. Bakit? Ano nangyari? Baka merong napalitan na characters. Yes, yung glycolysis. Naging E, yung I. Kaya humaba yung length ng line. How about the period? C and D, umabot na. Si choice B, hindi. Bakit? Umikli si B. Yung aerobic. Yung E naging I. That's why it's wrong. Okay, so pantay naman ano, yung C and D, yung period tsaka yung S tsaka yung source. Okay, so that's why so that's the time we compare them. Anong pinagkaiba ngayon ni C and D? It is the pyruvic. Yes, it should be pyruvic, not pyruvic. That's why the answer is letter D. Okay, next. Hmm. Tip number 2. Cover the choices with straight edge and slowly move the cover to the right to reveal a few characters at a time. Okay, ano ang pwede nyo pang cover? Yung eraser, di ba? Straight yung edge niya. Actually, for tip number 1, you can also use your eraser. So yung edge, ilalagay mo din sa dulo. Tingnan mo kung sino yung mga dumikit na o hindi pa, etc. Okay. So, gawa daw tayo ng pang-cover. Pero ako, I suggest, before you use tip number 2, you use tip number 1 first. Okay. O, tingnan muna natin yung mga dulo. O, heredity. Sino ang hindi umabot? Yes, si letter C. Bakit bitin si letter C? Yung Clark. Okay. Next. Yung Hall, may naiba? Si letter D. Okay, Hale instead of Hall. Okay. Inglewood. Pantay-pantay naman. So, wala na yata tayo may eliminate, no? Si A, B, and E na lang ang natira. So, tatlo pa. So, that's the time we use the tip number 2. Okay. So, kunwari meron ka eraser, ididikit mo siya, and then you move it, say, from left to right. Okay, you have clips, comma, si take na si A, B, E na lang ang tinitingnan natin. Clips, comma, clips, comma. Okay, third ED dot, third ED dot, third ED dot. Yes, pare-pareho. Clark, comma, Clark, comma. Eto, NY and NJ. Ano ba dapat? It should be, oops, it should be NJ. So, mali si choice A. Okay, next. RP dot, PR dot. Okay, ano ba dapat sabi ng given? It should be RP. Okay, so mali si letter E. Okay, that's why the answer is letter B. Okay. So yun, so sinasabi doon, i-cover natin tapos part by part natin siyang i-move, no? Okay, again, pag nag-practice ka, never use this mga method sa practice. Kasi what if hindi ka inalaw ng proctor? So it will be more difficult to you kasi sanay ka ng ginagamitan ng mga techniques. Pag pinayagan ka, and then go, use this. Okay, next. Example number 3. Check ulit natin yung mga dulo. Okay. Pantay-pantay naman yung C, ano? But in terms of spelling, merong naiba. Sino yung naiba? Si letter C. It is the prolisic. It should be prilosic. Prilosic, okay? And then, next, yung regiment period. Merong naiba, lampas agad. Si letter A. Bakit? Naiba sa regiment period. Si letter A. Dagdagan ng character. So yung anti-reflux na dagdagan ng hyphen. Okay, or dash. Okay. Pantay-pantay na ba? B, P, comma, period. Yes, pantay-pantay naman. How about yung R? Pantay-pantay naman, ano? Okay, how about yung A? Okay, pantay si B and D. Ang hindi si letter E. Bakit? Bakit lumampas? Umaba yung length nung line na dagdagan ng comma. Very good. Okay. And eto pa, Helicobacter. Ano dapat? Sabi ng given, it should be Helicobacter. That's why Helicobacteria is wrong. And the answer is letter B. Di ba? Ang dali pagka meron kang pang-check ng dulo. No? Okay, so the answer is letter B. Next, sample number 4. Okay. So for number 4, we move the line again of pantay-pantay. Next, psychophysiological o may nabitin. Si choice B. Bakit bitin si choice B? Yung spellings, psychophysiological. Dapat psychophysiological, hindi psychophysiological. Okay, next. Okay, yung new role, merong bitin. Sino yung mga bitin sa new role? Si letter A. Bakit bitin si letter A? Nawala ng S sa reactions. Okay, it should be plural na reactions. How about sino pa yung mali? Si letter E, nawala ng letter L sa neuron. Naging neuron na lang. Okay. Pare-pareho na ako. Pantay kay C and D. How about the period? Pantay naman. Pero actually, kung titingnan mo, hindi talaga 100% pantay yung dalawang period, neural period, kay C and D. Anong pinakaiba nila? It is the AMA and AWA. Ano sabi ng given? It should be AMA. So, mali si AWA. That's why the answer is letter D. Very good. Okay, next. Example number 5. Okay. Catalog. Bitin si letter A ng konti. Bakit? Yung O naging U. That's why choice A is wrong. Next. Yung also, pantay-pantay naman. Okay, next is Ashtonville. Merong naiba ng spelling. It is Ashtonville, not Ashton Villa. That's why choice B is wrong. Meron din na bago sa length. Si letter D, bakit? Yung books, it should be plural. Okay, not singular na book. Okay. So si C and D, pantay yung Ashtonville. How about yung 18, period? Pantay din, ano? Pantay din. Okay, so ano ngayon ang pinakaiba ni C and D? So pwede mo na gamitin yung tip number 2. Pero ang pinakaiba ni C and D? It is the onus and oxus. Ano ba dapat? It should be oxus, not onus. That's why the answer is letter E. Question, guys. Walang tanong? Okay, sige. Now, general tips. Things to consider. Answer the identical information part first. Kasi nga, napakadali siya, di ba? Sabi ko naman, bonus na siya. And then try to get your answers for at least half of the items. Okay, bakit to? Now, kung kaya nyo ng more than 15, kung kaya mo na 20, 25, or the perfect 30, why settle for half? Okay, gagawin lang natin to pag nahirapan tayo sa exam. No? Pag nahirapan tayo sa perceptual acuity, then please make sure that at least half of the items are correct. Bakit? Kasi madalas yung mga estudyante na sumasagot ng NMAT, they answer it in ascending order. So nag-start ng verbal, next is numerical, then next is, ano yun? Sorry. Unahin yung verbal, next is inductive, then next is numerical, then next is perceptual. So ganun yung pagkakasunod-sunod, no? So kaya pag usually, they answer it in ascending order. So pagdating nila sa perceptual, kulang na yung oras. Okay, madalas kalahati nila yung nasasagutan, hindi pa sigurado yun. Tapos, shotgun na sa mga susunod na items. So, kaya please make sure na pag nahirapan ka, at least 15 ay tamang sagot. Sigurado tayo. Pero kung kaya mo ng 20, 25, or the perfect 30, why settle for half? Ba? Now, do not bring your face too close to the screen. So the advisable distance is at least 2 rulers. Okay? And be sure to blink from time to time. Kasi ayaw natin ma-stress yung mata natin. Ayaw natin lumuwa yung mata. Alright? So, yun. Or if there's a need for you to rest your eyes, say close it for a minute or two, then do that. Alright, question. Wala? Walang tanong? Okay, so kung walang tanong, now let's go. Okay, kung walang tanong, let's have a quiz. Mhm. So quiz number, ano ba number yun? Oh, number 4. I'm not sure kung tama pa yung link ng quizzes ko dito. Yes, quiz number 4, if you are using the booklet, it's quiz number 4, page 61. MJ, can you please send them the link para sa mga walang dalang or walang gamit na booklet? Uh, can you please send them the link? Lahat ba kayo? Meron ba ditong walang gamit na booklet ngayon, exercise booklet? O kung lahat naman tayo, let's answer the quiz number 4. Okay, and page, ano yun? Page 61. Hmm. Ano to? 25 items. Page 61. Ayan, that's page 61. I'll give you